Today, I'm going to show you a tiny AI assistant called PicoClaw that says it's lighter and faster than Nanobot and OpenClaw together. We are going to install it using Docker, connect it to AI model, and then chat with it from Telegram like it's a smart friend that lives on your own machine. PicoClaw is a very small AI assistant you can run almost anywhere, even on really cheap devices. It uses very little memory, starts up very quickly, and is designed to be easy to deploy. So it can help you automate boring tasks and do AI stuff without needing a big, powerful server. Before you follow me, you need Docker on your computer. Docker lets you run PicoClaw inside an isolated environment, kind of like a separate mini computer inside your computer, so it doesn't mess with your main system and it's easy to start and stop. I already explained how to install Docker step by step in my first OpenClaw video, so if you don't have it yet, go watch that one, get Docker running, and then come back here. Once Docker works, you are ready to go. Now let's get PicoClaw. Open CMD or terminal and type these commands. This downloads PicoClaw to your computer and moves you into its folder. Next, we copy the example settings file. This creates a config.json file that we can edit with our own settings. Now I open the project folder, go into the config folder, and open config.json in my editor. I'm using Sublime text, but you can use VS Code, Notepad, or anything you like. Inside this file, I choose OpenRouter as my AI provider. So I go to OpenRouter, pick a model I like, copy its model name, and paste it into the model field in the config. But here is a cool part. You don't have to use a cloud model. If you want to use your own local model from LLM Studio, you can do that too. You just copy the model name from LLM Studio and paste it in the same model field. Then in the OpenRouter provider settings, instead of the normal OpenRouter URL, you put your LLM Studio network URL and add /v1 at the end. After that, PicoClaw will send all its requests to your local LMS Studio, and it will work just fine. Now let's finish the OpenRouter part. I scroll down in the config.json file to find the OpenRouter section. Here I change two things. I paste my OpenRouter API key into the API key field. I set API base to this URL if I'm using the real OpenRouter cloud, or to my LMS Studio URL with /v1 if I'm using a local model. Now PicoClaw knows which model to use and exactly where to send its requests. While I'm still in the config file, I scroll to the web search options. Here you can let PicoClaw use search engines like Brave Search or DuckDuckGo to look things up on the internet. Then I find the Telegram section. Here's what I do. I change enabled from false to true so Telegram is turned on. I paste my Telegram bot token that I got from BotFather. I add my Telegram user ID in the allow form list so this bot only accepts messages from me or from whoever I add. Once this is done, Telegram will be able to talk to PicoClaw safely. Now it's time to start PicoClaw. Back in the terminal, still inside the PicoClaw folder, I run this command. This builds everything and starts the main PicoClaw services in the background. Then I start the agent itself with this command. This opens an interactive session with the PicoClaw agent in the terminal, so we can talk to it. To make sure everything is working, I start with a very simple test. In the terminal, I type, "What is 2 plus 2?" If PicoClaw answers 4, that means Docker is running correctly, our config file is valid. PicoClaw can talk to the AI model, whether it's OpenRouter or your local LMS Studio model, and if that works, we are good to move on. I open Telegram and go to the bot I set up before using the same token and user ID from the config. I press start and I type hello. The bot replies, then I ask, "Who are you?" It answers something like "I'm PicoClaw" or a similar message, which means Telegram is now connected to our running PicoClaw agent and everything is wired correctly. Now let's make PicoClaw do something a bit more interesting. In the terminal, I might ask, what can you do for me? Just to see how it describes its abilities. Cool. Then in Telegram I type, can you search for the latest news about AI and get me the latest 5 news? Look at this. PicoClaw uses its web search tools like Brave or DuckDuckGo, depending on how you set it up, to look for recent AI news and then sends me a list of results right inside Telegram. So now you can see it in action. It's running inside Docker, it's using OpenRouter or your local MS Studio model as a brain, and you can talk to it naturally from Telegram. Now you are basically turned your machine into a tiny always-on AI assistant that can chat, search, and help you out without needing a giant server or expensive hardware. If you try PicoClaw yourself and do something cool with it, tell me in the comments. I would love to see what you built with it. That's it, and see you in the next one.